Hello, Bobby. Good morning.
Hello, Gianluca. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. I
All
will love.
good. Trying to find. There it is.
Okay.
How are you doing?
No, I'm checking the Jerome slides, and I don't know if he's joining the meeting. Maybe.
Did you hear back from Min? That email that I sent you. Did you fill out to come to New York?
Yes, yeah, I did. I did, and yeah, now I hope she reply, and yeah, with some good news.
That would be great. I would look forward to that.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter. Good morning.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
hello
I have to
everyone.
apologize, Peter, for the last time we had a meeting. I disconnected abruptly.
No. I saw the message. I was just like, hey, hey, just because um, Roger was getting off the phone, so I'm like, no, you got 10 minutes. You can hang with us for another 10.
Yeah, no, I didn't think I needed a charger in my car because I
Oh,
have a thing it's supposed to charge my phone on, and for some reason it didn't work. So I didn't realize my phone was out, and then I felt so bad because I knew you guys knew I was driving. I hope they didn't think I got killed. I was like racing home to be able to send you a message to say I'm okay. It's all good. But of course, I was talking and no one was there for at least 5 minutes.
oh no.
Whatever.
That's funny.
I didn't know that there's slides for today. I just have the information on the
Yeah, I think
mentorship.
Jerome
Um,
shared his slide.
Hi, JRAM. Hi, Lo Chen. I think the people from Multi Agent are traveling today. Is that right? I think Ryan and I think it's just is it just Ryan? Yeah, I guess it would be just Ryan if Lo Chen's here. Traveling to Korea and Japan. Is that this week, Lo Chen? Do you know the details? I don't know if he's on voice. Only Ryan is traveling. Good. Okay, so Jinlik, if you want to start with the slides, or I could start with the wiki page.
Okay, so that's the slide of Jerome.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
very
he's
excited.
working. Okay, and Snowflake updates. Okay, that's the agenda for today. Requirement for Snowflake Marketplace listing. Stable version 1 is ready for deployment with files and working on version 2. I think we have some question for you. Requirements for Snowflake Marketplace listing. So create a comprehensive privacy policy for the AIFAQ Pro. We need to publish the privacy policy on the official AIFAQ Pro website with a public, easily accessible URL for verification. I think we already have one.
No, I think we have the terms and conditions, not a privacy policy. I don't think we have a
I thought you
privacy
did both.
policy.
No?
Okay.
I thought you did both.
Oh, let's check. Oh yeah, I think I did two. It was a two-part, but I don't know if it was privacy and terms. Privacy policy. Yep.
Okay, maybe it's one document for both in terms of service and privacy too. Yeah, and the public link will allow Snowflake Marketplace reviewers to assess our privacy practices, a mandatory requirement for listing. Okay, sure. And include the company's location headquarters in the policy as well as on the website.
I'll add that.
Yeah, you didn't fill in under governing law, it just says your jurisdiction.
Yeah,
And
Okay.
the title should be terms of service, not terms and service.
got it.
And we need to upgrade our account from trial to paid to enable organization listing. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
link.
so I've been, let me see if I can find it.
I just hate paying for something if it's not generating revenue. Is there a way around this?
I kind of feel the same way. And I've asked him if he wanted me to do that. Hold on, let me get to the Trello card. Where am I going here? So he was about to, I guess, inquire about the paid version, and I had set up an AIFAQ username and login, which doesn't matter. It's his account, so I have to figure out a way if we want to move forward with this, which we do, I think, of how to get his account paid for or financed, which shouldn't be a
Uh,
problem.
Bobby, we need to make the trial account from to paid one, which is snowflake@aifuq.pro, which I have shared you in the Slack every details of it.
Okay, let me get to the Slack.
So this was the document which I got, which has very well documented where we can listen into the marketplace logic about the Snowflake marketplace.
Have you checked, right? How much, Jeremy, sorry, how much does it cost to pass to the pro account? Listing.
So we just need to add a billing services for the account which we are going to list into the marketplace, but it will not deduct any amount from it.
Okay.
Yeah, we needed a dedicated URL. So if you go to our website and hit Snowflake, that's now up there. So I don't know if they want if you guys want the terms and services off of the Snowflake website on our page. So Gianluca, could you go to AIFAQ.pro very quickly?
Yeah, sure.
And then just go to more and then go to Snowflake. So this is the page that the mentees have supplied for the snow, which is awesome. It has everything they need. I don't know if you want the terms and services off of this page, so it's AIFAQ Snowflake, or if it should just go right on our main page. Like, do you want down there at the bottom of this terms and services and have them dedicated to the terms and services for AIFAQ Snowflake endeavor, or is it just a general terms and privacy policy that will do?
We need a general policy for
So the
entire
main
IFAQ
website
domain.
one is fine. Just fix it to have everything they need. I'll
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that right after the call. Okay, sorry. Go back. I just wasn't sure where they wanted the terms and the privacy policy.
No problem. Okay.
So for
Nice.
deploying stable version 1, we have these files already have been ready. So the manifest.ml, ML file and setup.file and streamlit app file. So all these files are
Very
ready
nice.
for the deployment into the Snowflake. And for the part C, which I am working on stable version 2 is the next slide, right? Adding role-based access control and connecting cloud services and automating data ingestion pipeline and creating visual analytics for the auto-generated insights from the data. So these are the updates from my side.
Excellent.
Okay. Do you think we can have a demo version before going to the marketplace, Jaram? Is it possible? You need I don't know, something else to have a live instance that we can try?
Yes, Jaluka, we can do it, but the architecture that we have designed is suitable for the Snowflake, the Snowflake cloud. But if we are going to do that, it will be like split into two parts, like entire the compute will be in the Snowflake and the UI and everything, the data would be into the suppose for the EC2 or Elastic container, like in the AWS, but it will create some data privacy issues. So it is better to be in the Snowflake cloud.
Can the demo use some of the test data that Snowflake supplies? Like they have those example companies?
Yes, Bobby, we can use it.
Show a demo with using one of their example companies as if it was your Snowflake data.
Yeah, and also I have data in text format, so I can provide you some like 5 files. I don't remember, and yeah, in that case you can put that files into Snowflake and ingest the knowledge base. Maybe we can ask question to that chatbot.
Yes, Jalika, could you please share these files? I will try it now.
Yeah, sure.
And however you need for us to get that account, I guess I could, if you send me the login information, I think I already have it somewhere, but if you just put it in the chat, I can log in and pay for the account so that we can move forward. That would
Yes,
be
Bobby.
the easiest way to do it if I could just log in from here and fund the account. So let me see if I have that. Let's see. This was the old one. This is my login, but that's not the one we're using anymore. So let me see if I have the older login stuff somewhere. That's the Gmail. Oh, here we go. This might be it. I just need to know if this is no, this is not.
Bobby,
So
I
it's
have
this
shared.
one, right? It should be CSC. So let me put this up here. This one's from the chat. No, I'm having trouble logging in.
No, I have shared you the username and password too.
Oh, use this. Oh, got the new password. So what's the username? AIFAQ Pro. Perfect. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. Oh, no dot. Sorry. So it's TBC is the instance.
So this was the new account which I have created with the AIFAQ.2 mail ID.
Okay, got it. Well, I can do this two ways. I was heading to a PNC bank today to open an AIFAQ account, and hopefully get signature cards for people all over the world since it's a global bank, and it's close to me, so I don't have to drive too far. And then I could pay. I was going to fund that and then pay through that, or I could just pay and reimburse myself either way from the company. So let me see. How quickly do you need this done? Like today, or do you need it funded by the end of the week?
I think this is only the step which we are like waiting for to the marketplace. If
Okay,
this,
I'll get it done today. I'll let you know.
yeah, okay, Bob.
Let me just copy this down so I can log in again. I'm putting this on the Trello card for Snowflake if anybody wants the login information. Let's do this. Let's do this. So under Snowflake testing, I always put the latest login in the comments. So if anybody needs to log in, that's where it is. And then we can put, here's today's meeting. Okay.
Okay, Jared. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Jerem, I send you the 5 files, and they are in text format. I extracted it's so they are some how to say they are data from Founder Institute are public data because I extracted some text from some pages, the official website, and I send you those files if you want to create a new knowledge base that we can try. I send you
Oh,
by email. I think it's also easy. It's easy to ingest those files because are simply text.
yeah,
So you
yes,
can
Jeremy.
use.
I have got these files. I'm just,
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
So
Okay,
let recap. So in order to get on the Snowflake Marketplace this week, I will update the terms and services, putting our physical location, changing the spelling errors, and just making it its own link that says terms of service. I will also fund that account. That is the one that you put in the chat. And then I will let you know, JRAM, as soon as that is done so that we can get in the marketplace.
Yeah, okay, Bob.
And then we have to figure out, and I don't know if Tim can help us with this, but I would love to do a presentation to the Snowflake people on this and have you guys do that. So if we could talk to Tim tomorrow at the advisor meeting to see if we can in any way get an audience somehow with some of the people at Snowflake, that would be awesome. So Peter, you think Tim would be open for that?
Don't know, but no harm in asking.
You know, if it's up and if it's running and it's free, just give it a try. Let's see if we can get it in front of your Snowflake friends somehow. I mean, because if it's in the marketplace, it doesn't go anywhere. It's not going to do us any good.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, I don't know how much of the marketplace, the Snowflake marketplace, is sort of self-discovery versus promotion. But I'm going to assume that we have to promote and drive traffic to it in the marketplace, the same way you would in the App Store nowadays.
Yeah, and we can go on the Snowflake LinkedIn page and make a big announcement, see if that gets any generation or interest generated. Okay, I'm excited for the Snowflake. How are we doing with Founders Institute?
Okay, I think less than 10 minutes with Peter last week, and we talked about how to move forward. Maybe we can investigate some LLM operations topic. One is we have an MVP, but the text is manually extracted, so we can try to investigate how to automate that process, how to create some engine that allow to update automatically the knowledge base. And another LLM operations subtopic is the security. And so we'll talk about how to secure and preserve the privacy of the knowledge base. Maybe some company don't want to share their data, and so there are different solutions, depends on how much they want to spend, and also it depends on other requirements. But in the operation, there are also other subtopics like how to evaluate automatically the quality of the answers when the system is online in production. Yeah, we also never tested the real performance because we just tried one user, one question for users, but you should also yeah, think an engine which is online and you can have like 200 users and I don't know, like 10 questions for users. So there are different topics, and some of them are some of them are yeah, I'm in contact with some um, people in the community, and they give me feedback on that because yeah, it seems that a real problem is to move from POC, from build to the production. It's very hard, and it's an emerging issue, great issue for companies. Part of the company, they are investigating build versus buy, and I'd like to present some ideas to you. I'd like to write a report and present them, and also maybe we can think to improve our MVP, and also we can how to say we can schedule another short meeting if you agree. Okay, the idea can be
A
uh,
short meeting with us or with who?
yeah, we a short meeting like Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust AIFAQ wants to present some insight after 2 months of discovery. When I received feedback from people involved in the production, AI engineers, and also some company. Um, yeah, okay. Sorry, Bobby, I'm talking a lot.
Oh, no, no, no. I just have a question I didn't want to forget to ask. So go ahead, finish your thought. I just have a.
Yeah, so I spent last 2 months talking with people, more than 20 people, and part of different targets. One target consists of AI engineer in production with different skills, and they told me that instead of try to face the building topic, now the hot topic is the production topic. It means when you also have a prototype, also have a software, it's hard to deploy in a cloud server and trace the behavior and also understand performance and preserve the privacy and so on, security, and also if you are in the Europe, you should have an European AI Act compliance and different topic related to operations. Okay, it's very hard, and in the market, we already have some libraries with derived from LangChain like Langsmith, Landgraph, and other also libraries, but it's difficult to have a clean production pipeline. Okay, because it's a new topic, the LLM. OpenAI provides the model, Anthropic provides the models, but there is not big company that provide tools for the whole pipeline in the production. I don't know if it's clear.
Not really.
Okay, it's yes. I try to repeat. It's easy to create something for Founder Institute, but
Mhm.
at the moment, no one use our system. But if
Okay, well,
they
that was my
start,
question. My
yeah,
question was, after the demo at the Linux Foundation, did any one of the 70 people on the call actually open up our product?
I don't think so.
I was going to say we should have some weekly analytics to sort of show what daily, weekly, and monthly active users
Was there
are.
any kind of spike after that?
No, I
Because
don't
what I
think
think
they
we
are
did,
not interested
looking
in
back, what we
the.
might improve on that was we said it was a workshop and a demo, but we really didn't give the people a chance to download the pro. Like most workshops will say, before you come to the workout, have this GitHub repository, copy this GitHub repository or install this or do this so that people can actually use the product. We kind of just showed them and then kind of left it up to them to log in, which I don't think that was the right approach. What do you think?
No, they are not interested in the product in our code because some people they are building their own product and they have other issues. Is not to build. Maybe they already built something, but they have issue that I mentioned, like how to preserve security. We
How to
did not
update?
solve how to trace, log the system, but also how to understand if the answers is good or not. At the moment, I checked it out. At the moment, we have in literature, we have in some papers with, and they present some metrics, but it's not enough because when you are in production, you can check the system using some metrics, but you have how to say it's not maybe at the moment the answers could be nice, but when the system with the evolution of the system you can change the model, you can change I don't know, the ingestion step, and after 2 months maybe your system answer not good as the last time, and you don't say why. Yeah, you don't say first time because you don't have log, you don't have some
The
alert,
information,
your
yes.
signal first. When clients talk with you and say, "Oh, the answer is not so good. Now it's bad. We don't know why." You try to check. Maybe you have the model is changed or the documents expired. Okay, and
Or
you
have been
don't.
updated.
Yeah, and if you check the market, there are some tools, but there is not a real clean pipeline in how to have a good solution in production because that's a new topic. Okay, that's a new
So
topic.
just to
Not
clarify, when you say in production, like I think you might be confusing Bobby and me a little bit because we are in production, but
Mhm.
is
Founders
what you're
Institute.
saying that for a new client to deploy and put this in production is not a seamless, easy, automated process. It's a very manual setup. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah,
And then
different.
once it's
One
set
is
up,
the
I think once it's set up, I think he's supplying that there are no security steps in place that you can reference, nor are there any avenues to update, append, or keep current the information. So within 2 months, whatever you put in manually, very labor intensive, is going to be outdated. And there's no mechanism, no pipeline to fix that.
Yeah, you should think not 5 files. You should think like
100.
5,000 of, yeah,
And
5
how do you update
million
those?
of time. Because you
Yep.
should think, yeah, big company with lots of data. So that's the first, how you want to update your knowledge base with a big number. That's the first, automatically. You cannot ingest old knowledge base every time. It's time expensive, and
Mhm.
also it's also very expensive in terms of cost. That's one topic, but you can also think now we should ask one question with one user. But if you have 500 users at the same time, we never tested performance. So it's another open point. At the moment, we
Production
use
versus development.
public data, okay, but maybe tomorrow don't say, you can say, okay, I cannot, I don't want to share in a cloud server my, I don't know, private data of Founder Institute. How to solve it? Yeah, there are lots of open points in production. Now we
Yeah.
are in, it's an MVP in production, but it's not really production.
Yeah,
Okay, we
right now
also,
we're not asking for private information, so there's no security issues because we're only
Mhm.
doing public information. But as soon as we
Yeah.
ask Don to put in some stats for the overall health and well-being of, say, Philly, Princeton, and whatever the other chapter is that make up Keystone, and he wants to do some analytics on that, we have no guarantees that his information is going to be private, stay inside his environment, or we have no guarantees whatsoever.
Mhm.
So right now we've only been playing with people's public information, so it hasn't been an issue. But I see what you mean, that it will become an issue once it's moved to that level. The access level control issue gets put in place. That's going to be a problem. Not
And
a
then,
problem. Something that
yeah,
needs to be solved.
yeah, correct. The problem is that after 2 months, I understand that it's not our problem. It's a market problem. People, yeah, I'm
Well, that
meeting
was the
people.
first thing that Tim said to us. This sounds like years ago. He said, "This sounds great, but how are you going to update it? What are you going to do when the information goes stale?" We're like, "Good question."
And
But we were
so,
working on that.
Yep, we are. And I'm thinking with AI,
So
there's got to
that's on the
be.
roadmap, and that's obviously important. Until then, it needs to be manual. So I think we need like, hey, this is what's on our roadmap, but I also think we need to say, given the features we have now, what needs to be cleaned up so that we can, with our current feature set, roll this out to customers and start generating some revenue.
correct. Yeah, I agree. And I'd like, if you agree, I'd like to also understand with market, okay, talk with potential clients and ask to them their pain points and what feature we can generate in the future revenue. Okay, maybe we can investigate different subtopic, this safety and security and privacy, and also the automatically ingestion and data updating, and also maybe the observability of the system and evaluating the answers in the future. There are different subtopic, but personally, I'd like to uh, continue with the discovery and talk with potential customer to understand what is the main pain point in the three different subtopic, because maybe someone say can say, okay, it's important to have an an evaluation. But personally, if you do not provide a solution for the security, I cannot move forward. Okay, yeah, it's a good idea to have a feature that can upload automatically the update automatically our knowledge base. But before to update knowledge base, I need to be sure that the system preserve my privacy and also performance. They can ask us, have you ever tested with, I don't know, 400 question in a minute? Yeah, never. I never tested.
So load testing.
Yeah, different. I'm preparing documents that I want to share with you, and in that topic, I want to summarize some interaction and meeting with people in AI LLM operation.
So what do we need to do?
Yeah, I think the idea is to talk with people and also try to um, have a small roadmap. Maybe we can present some solution with
So
no
what is our
implementation.
roadmap? Do we have a standard document with a roadmap? I
Yeah,
feel like
roadmap.
we should come up with a list of features and
Yeah,
no,
but
but like we've got presentations. Like we
Well,
need a sort of
that's where
like
we've been putting our roadmaps.
yeah. It shouldn't be in presentations. It should be in some Excel spreadsheet or some tool, Jira or Confluence or something, or and we have sort of a icebox of like items and then like, hey, these are the ones we choose and this is who it gets assigned to developing and this is a target date. These are the prerequisites or challenges or, so
no, personally, uh, so we don't know uh, what feature can generate revenue, but at the moment, I have some feedback from potential customer from the community actually. So the idea is to continue to talk with people and try to propose our solution with no implementation. Okay,
what
maybe
do you mean? What do you mean by no implementation?
okay, we can talk about architecture. We can talk about we can design a possible solution to the security issue. Okay, we can say, okay, we are in the Linux Foundation at the moment. We have that MVP, and we want to move forward to the production. But we have different companies. Some companies don't want to share their data at all. Maybe the solution can be that architecture, completely offline. You should download the AI model in your local PC, and that's the solution. But you should use GPU. Yeah, it depends on your it depends on your expectation. There are also some
I think
models.
it's safe to assume that they all want privacy. I think there's certain just I don't think we need to interview people. Like that's part of the value proposition we've said for over a year now of what we're bringing, that you own and control your data and that it's private and it's secure. So I'm not following. And I thought part of the solution was like we need to figure out how we do that for deployments, but I thought part of the solution was um, using Snowflake so we don't have to worry about any of that.
Okay, for Snowflake,
No?
yeah,
For
but
Snowflake.
yeah,
Do
but
we
if you
have
have
the ability, Gianluca, to, for instance, go to the Linux Foundation community and I'll go to, say, Sawtooth and say, here, you can build your private Sawtooth knowledge base. And then they can ingest Sawtooth documentation and then go to, say, I don't know, what's the next one? Firefly, and go to the Firefly people and say, I know, you don't want to put your Firefly information in a database with the Sawtooth information because then you're going to get wrong answers because the databases are built different. So you'll have your private knowledge base for just your Firefly. But remember, we were talking about that. That would be great for demo if we could set up individual knowledge bases. Do we have the ability to do that? Because right now you can only do it for Linux or Keystone.
yeah, we can do that, but at the moment, if we have a system that allow to use their knowledge base, uh, the system is in any case in AWS, so they can share the data with AWS. Maybe someone's don't want to share data in with AWS. Fireflies can, but maybe I think also to some venture capitals, they can say no. My private clients, I don't want to share the I don't know finance information, companies data, and so on with AWS, with Snowflake. So uh, how much does in-house solution cost?
Well, is
Okay,
there a solution like what JRAM said in the chat? Is there a solution that can be run the system completely offline?
yes, but you can, but it depends on uh, your requirements. There are some small, very small models that use can use the CPU, so it's cheap. But the quality of the answer, it's different from a reasonable model that with I don't know like 100 billion parameters, and they need GPU for inference to reply to your question. So if you want a local model, a local reasonable model, you should buy I don't know, hard server in your company.
Mhm.
So you should spend, I don't know, $5,000. Maybe a
Well, that's
company can,
always been cloud versus, in-house.
yeah, because maybe you don't want to share your data with cloud. Maybe Fireflies can, but venture
Yes, yeah,
capital
no,
or a
I get it.
banks,
Yep.
they don't want. In any case, they can say we want to have our data or our client data in house. In any case, in house, or we are connected with our network, and it's not connected with internet. So we want local model. So the question is, okay, you want local model, but what what are your expectations about the answers of the system? Because a reasonable model requires with 100 billion parameters requires a GPU, so the requires a hard server in your company, and maybe they can ask us how much can cost. We don't have the response at the moment. If someone say, okay, uh, we can move to production, we can use a hard server, we want to spend thousands of dollars, but how much does it cost? Which kind of performance I will expect? I have maybe it reply with 4 lines of answer, or the reason model can reply like ChatGPT with 1 page, because I need 1 page, not 4 lines. How much I should spend? Okay, we at the moment we are not able to reply to those questions.
How can we be able to reply? What do we need to do to be able to reply to those questions?
Yeah, it's a training step when we should you should study, we should talk with people, because Personally, I prefer to also sort the features uh, for generating revenue rate. I don't know if it's clear. Yeah, because yeah, what is the main pain point? What feature clients are willing to pay? Because we can investigate safety and they don't want safety. Maybe Firefly wants they wants the integration because maybe Firefly can ask us your system. We can integrate your system with Discord because we have our user interface is Discord. We have lots of maintainer in Discord. Maybe we spend 5 months in safety. They have public document with no problem for
Well, I
privacy.
always did think that when we ask, even Don, who's been working with us for a very long time, the day we ask him to put some secure private document in our system, it's going to be a hard ass. He's gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah. I think
and he
for
knows us.
companies, yeah, are the first. I think
I
that
don't think he
it's
has anything though that he's
yeah, yeah. I think so,
considers
but not
private.
for.
He,
I think in
yeah,
the
like I
open source
think he'll
community.
even pause, and he knows us well. So we're going to be asking these other companies who just know us by reputation to give us all your private information. I think that's a leap that we're going to
So
have to
once
overcome.
again, I go back to, isn't that the whole reason we were doing the snowflake so we don't have to worry about that and we can
Yep.
tap into that market?
Yes. But that's not the only avenue we're chasing. We're chasing the other avenue too. We're going to get to the point where, with the access level control based logins at Keystone Founder, they're going to want eventually to analyze perhaps which chapter's doing what, and that requires them giving us private information that they had. Nobody's done that yet. And I do like the offline solution for your private information. That's one way to keep it, secure, is it never leaves your CPU, never leaves your intranet.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. About Snowflake, I think we can move forward, move to the marketplace, no problem. Also because Snowflake clients, they already have their data in Snowflake, so it's not hard to uh, use an app from Snowflake Marketplace
Mhm.
with your data in Snowflake. That's a general discussion in feature that can generate revenue in the future. Yeah, for it's not related to Snowflake. Snowflake, it's in that at, at that moment Snowflake uh, we have benefit because um, people already have data in Snowflake. So I think
Mhm.
many clients that can download or use an app in the marketplace, they are clients. They are Snowflake clients.
Yeah, I'm trying to put something in the chat for us. So to get moving, oh, well, that's not what I wanted to put in the chat. Ignore that. Um, I'm trying to get a page where we can work on a roadmap in Confluence so that we can get this going. So let me give you the page. I don't know why that one didn't work. Try that. And that is a roadmap everybody should be able to edit. It's empty, but it gives us an idea of where to start. So if everybody wants to open that page, if you can, and plug in what you think should be, add columns, just you can add, you can edit with the toolbar at the bottom. And this is, I'm going to save it to show you where it goes. It's embedded in the roadmap page here. You would just double click to open it. I'll put that page on here too. So if you want to work on the roadmap, that would be a good spot for everybody to share the results. And I'll take a whack at one. I'll try to do what I can and see if next week when we come back, we kind of have the same idea on it. I think you have to double click it to open it because it opens in a untitled whiteboard page by itself. For anybody who wants to add stuff and work on it.
Okay.
But it's right there for public. It should have no security on it. Everybody should be able to edit it.
Okay.
And if you can't, just let me know and I'll fix the security, but it should be open. So that's going to work on the rollback. So I'm going to fix the web page. I'm going to pay for the Snowflake account. And we need to put our thinking caps on about how we're going to implement security and privacy and updates on our product in the future once we go into production. I also want private to be able to demo something with an empty knowledge base, like on the fly. So I can go to, like, for instance, Christine at what is that, Continuum Data out in California, and ask if I can get a meetup with her group and show them, just adding, that would be a great way to demo this to see if there's public interest. But right now I agree with, well, I don't know if I agree with Peter because I don't know if this is what Peter said, but he keeps trying to steer us on to getting that Snowflake connection, the Snowflake correct, and get it in and running before we focus on anything else, which I think is a good idea.
Yes, get that going. Get the
user guides, get the supporting documentation for the Snowflake people, get that rock solid.
Yeah.
Yes, German is Friday. Okay, you guys want code is not based version one stable. Yeah, if you want to also add to the GitHub, the official repo, the current version, you can. If you
Yes.
open a PR, I can merge the code. You have a dedicated branch, the Snowflake branch in the public repo. Okay. Any other thoughts, insight, question?
I like the fact that we're going to work on the roadmap, because that would, I think, just by the exercise of doing that will clarify some things in our own minds as to what we need to focus on.
Yeah, I agree. I think, I don't know, personally, I think it was up to me to also invest part of the time in discovery. I never did done so. Maybe.
Yeah, and JRAMS keeps giving this link to Nomadic AI. I put it in the Trello card for today. If anybody else wants to take their time and research that this week, I know I will. That's why I put it in the Trello card, so I didn't lose the link. So that link is there after the meeting for anybody who wants to research that Nomadic AI. Let me see what they do.
Okay.
Local private chatbots, like it. Mm-hmm. Sounds familiar. And so, Gianluca, if it's not too much trouble to create an instance, an empty knowledge base for me, so I can go play with it with other people, just like you did for Crypto Mondays, but it doesn't have to be attached anywhere. Just send me the link so that I can, just go show people the different ways we can implement.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, so create for Bobby.
Awesome. I'm excited. And then do we know tomorrow for the founders meeting, if we want to focus on the advisor meeting, if we want to focus on anything specific for the agenda? Well, Tim, I want to just ask Tim for some support. So hopefully I will get that paid and up and running. And then by tomorrow we can say to Tim, look, we're here. Can you help us get this word out?
Well, does Tim have what he needed in terms of the one pager and the video?
I'm going to send that to him tomorrow when he's on the call we have the video, we have the one pager. And then as soon as JRAM lets me know, or as soon as I let JRAM know that it's paid for and he does whatever he has to do on his end, we can send him the link to the active marketplace listing. So that should all be done tomorrow. Tomorrow we can give him the one pager, the video, and the link to the active listing.
So I mentioned this before. Before we put any, like, before I threw anything up on the Apple, when I wrote mobile apps and I put something in the Apple App Store, I tested things on test flight and I had beta users so I could see what their process was and that they could install, download, onboard, sign up, use the product. I don't want to just throw this up on the app. So I haven't seen this thing. I don't know how does a user install it? How does a user like do anything with our connector? Like is that I thought we said there's a sandbox where you could test this on the App Store. Like we need to go through like everything should go through a testing process.
Yeah, maybe there are questions.
And do we have to have a paid account to be able to do that? I would hold off as long as possible paying for something if we're not until we were ready to start promoting it.
So the most current video, hold on, let me see if I can get it out of Slack. So this is the dedicated URL. I'm going to put that in there, see what that means for us. What happened there? That's a provider playbook. We don't care about that. Well, we do care about that a lot, but not getting
That was
to
a
the
link to some
video.
event page. That was a link for a conference.
Oh, sorry. The free trial gives 300 credits Snowflake where we can test our app. So where would we test the app? Would we just go to, so JRAM, in the video, does it have at the end how people can, let me find the video.
Yeah, right. Treat Bobby as if we're new customers. How do we test this? Like, and obviously I don't have a paid Snowflake account, neither does Bobby. So how do we make like our own fake Snowflake account or use you know, a fake company in Snowflake to test this?
For that, we just need to attach the link of the Snowflake app that we have created. For suppose I will show you. Let me share my screen.
Let me make sure I'm not, yeah.
So that's why I was saying for the last 2 weeks, we need to have a tutorial session of this is how users will use this. And we should record it and then break this down into some kind of written/video tutorial.
So it will not be as complex. It will be like simple, like installing from
Yeah,
our
I
Play Store.
just want to know what that process is.
Yeah, let me explain.
I want to be able to, hey, as if I was a customer, you click here, you do this, you go to this config, you set this thing up, you click here, you connect this to your Snowflake database. These are all the prerequisites for what you have to have set up in Snowflake. Like, I need a tutorial and step through. And if this is literally 2 steps, then great. But if it's like, I don't know, is this a 5-minute process or is this like a 5-day process? I need to understand what that user experience is. And then once it's set up, that's then me configuring as an admin for my company. Then, okay, now how do I set this up and now give people, you know, access to now a chatbot that's powered by AIFAQ for access to the Snowflake data.
So right now the product is not listed into the marketplace. As soon as it listed on the marketplace, I will create
That's my
a demo.
point, is that it like the same way I did before I don't want this in the marketplace because I don't want people to have a really bad first impression. We need to test this internally. And like I used to do on the Apple App Store, I could deploy something using something called Test Flight, a sandbox, and I could test it, and people could download my app from Test Flight and log in and use it, and I could track analytics and other things. Like we isn't there's we need to do like I thought you guys mentioned there was some kind of sandbox for Snowflake apps. So we need to test this internally. Anyway, I've got to run. I've got a 10 o'clock, but
Okay.
like that's
I'll get back to you tomorrow on the answer to that question, Peter.
okay. Cool. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Cool. J.R., I just have a quick question. So in order to do what Peter is asking, I'm just gonna pay for the account just to get that out of the way because it's gonna have to happen anyway. So I'm gonna go into that instance and I'm gonna pay for the account. And then Peter's right. We have to have a way to share our link or our product with the people at Snowflake. And when we do that, we should have a user guide or an installation guide with that. That's rock solid. And then like a feedback form at the end for people who actually do this. So again, it's not needed today, but that's just something that we need to think about developing for this. Do you have any suggestions? Or I know your video is great, and that's what's going to get us started. But is there anything like I can do, walk through the steps and create a user guide? And if so, when I do that, it has to be a practiced thing. So like if I'm going to record and take screenshots for user guides, it has to kind of go seamlessly. So I don't think that that's today or tomorrow. It might be towards the end of the week that we could make that video or that user guide, installation guide for the Snowflake app that's going to be in the marketplace. But I think all Peter is worried about is that we're going to put something on the marketplace and it's not going to work and it's going to ruin our reputation. So before we announce it's there or tell anybody it's
Yes, Bobby, there is two options while deploying into the marketplace. In the first step, like we can do like beta testing and alpha testing for sharing the invite, they can use it. And the other method is like making it publicly live, so every user can use it. So in the first marketplace where we are doing this, we will be doing this alpha and beta testing. After it gets successful in the next week, we will be deploying it in the public side so everyone can use it.
Got it. That's what I thought. Okay. So right now, I know from what I've read, Snowflake has two ways to go into the marketplace. One is if you put something in there just for your company. So that's for your employees. So that's and that's what we're doing now is my understanding. So that only the people that are in the know can use it now. And then when we're solid and we're happy with it, we switch it to production. And that means everyone in the Snowflake marketplace can see it, correct?
Yes, Bobby.
Okay, so that's good. So right now it's in that just us can see it mode. Okay,
What
so
did you said, Bobby, at the last?
I just said right now it's just in that production that only our company can see it.
Yes, Bobby. Yeah. Yes.
Perfect. I think that's what Peter wanted to know. So I'll send him that information. And if I run into any problems, I will let you know. If not, I will send you a notice on Slack when it's a paid account. It should be in a few hours, less than a few hours.
Okay, Bobby.
Okay. And then let me know how I can help you with user guides or anything I can help you with.
For the user guides, I have created using the screenshots, like you should click this button and everything. I have created in a rough one. I will share it with you. You can just take it and let me know the
Okay.
solution.
I will take that link that you share and I will put it in that Snowflake Trello card so that everybody has it. I don't want anybody not to be able to get to the information that we share. So I always put it on the Trello card. So if you could put that link, JRAM, on that Trello card, let me get it shared. Share. Copy.
I think it is not it's not fully completed. I think around 4 to 5 slides to be added to there.
Okay, no worries. Whenever you're done, just put it right on that Trello card so that everybody who goes to Snowflake testing or the Snowflake Trello card can get all the links.
Yeah. Okay, Bobby.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really do.
My
You've done a
pleasure
great
helping
job.
you.
You really have done a great job. This mentorship. It's amazing how far we've come. Thanks to you. All right. Have a good week. Gianluca, I'll talk to you tomorrow at the advisor meeting with Tim. And
Sure.
J-Ram, is there any ask of Tim specifically you want tomorrow when we talk to him? Or are we waiting, whatever?
I didn't get what you're asking, Bobby.
So we have an advisor meeting, and one of our advisors is Tim, who's pretty high up in the Snowflake corporation. And he gives us his ear on every other Tuesday morning. So is there anything you need from him that I could ask tomorrow, or I'm just going to more show him tomorrow?
Yeah, I think you can show that video which I have shared with you. You can ask
Yes.
what other features can be added here, making the user more
Okay.
using it.
Perfect. Okay. That's what I will do. And I will see you tomorrow, Gianluca. And J-Ram, if you need anything, please reach out. I'm here all week. I can set up a meeting.
Okay, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby.
And I'll let you know
Thank
when
you.
it's paid. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Jalika.